friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am so happy that you are here today, and I especially want to thank every one of you for helping me in, whether you know it or not, achieving some of my 2023 goals, and I could not do it without you, so I really want you to know and understand that from the bottom of my heart, I thank you each and every day for being a part of my channel. So thanks for coming back. And if you're new, welcome. Sometimes things are just kismet. It's fate, right? And today is no exception of that. And let me tell you what we're going to be doing, or what I will be doing, while we're kind of visiting about what's going to happen in 2024 and what this little book has to do with it. So I created this, oh gosh, I don't even know. I may have done a video on it. I cannot be sure. But I found this at a thrift shop. It sat in my stash for a very long time. It was originally a coupon book. So you could, organize and save your coupons, and it had all these little pockets. It had this little thing for, I don't know, whatever you wanted it to be, I guess. And I spent some time going through it and covering each and every page, as you see here, just with random different little designs. And at some point, which I hadn't realized that I did, I had gone through and put a tag in each right side pocket. Okay, so that is where we are. As I was preparing, if you watched my craft room tour, you know just to the left of me is my on deck projects. And I have had it just like this forever. And I'm like, you know what? You need to do something with this, girl. But I really didn't have an idea. But I popped it over here because if I'm looking at it, I know that I need to be responsible and make this happen. So fast forward to some conversations I've had with some friends. Oh, did I not glue this in, or is it glued in? I had some conversations with some friends about several things. We have talked about goal setting and, ideas and where, how we want to grow personally and professionally. And, some of those friends have YouTube channels or Instagram pages and so on and so forth. Well, in the meantime, I saw a post from our friend Trudy Craig, and she does have a channel, and she will be my Love a Little channel today. And she had said, will somebody tag me and tag your turn? I really want to make some tags. And I was like, heck yeah, girl, I will definitely tag you. I said, let me change a few things around. Let me, so that I can, publish it soon so she can, start playing along. Well, in the meantime, I had been working on my goals, and I had this on my desk. And we're going to work on this tag today. And this morning, much earlier this morning, these are some things I threw together for it. I was watching Carrie at the Paper Monkey, who is the originator of the Tag Your Turn movement, which really just means that you create a tag and tag someone else so that they can then make a tag and pass it on. It's kind of like telephone. And you guys, there's no directions in here. We were just doing a little craft with me. I was watching her vision board video. And like I said, I start planning, kind of thinking about my goals, honestly, in like August. And I don't do anything with them. I just think about them. And I'm trying to think how I want to do this. And in watching her, I made a comment and I said, the one thing that I had put on my goals, because I get really serious about it in December, was to be intentional in every aspect of my life. So when I set my goals, they're personal, they're professional, they're, community-based, they're, friendship and family-based. And so I really want it to be more intentional in everything I do. And this is a perfect example for me to be able to not just tell you about it, but to show you. So a light bulb went on while I was watching that video, and I was like, you know what? Trudy wants to do tag your turn. I need to talk about my goals. I also want to do something. A vision board for me. I love Carrie's vision boards. I love a lot of folks' vision boards and what they're doing with them. But it's not necessarily kind of my jam. I like to paint my ideas a lot. And so I do that sometimes. But I was like, how can I do this where I'm constantly thinking about being intentional, and have it near and close to me and be able to reflect on it every single month. And I thought, perfect. One of my goals is to support the community, whether you have a channel or not. If you are a friend and follow me, or if you follow somebody else, I want to be able to be supportive. I don't know what I'm doing. And so one of those things that I thought I could do is every month do a tag your turn. And then it dawned on me, well, gosh, if I do that every month and then tag somebody, it would be a perfect time for me to make a tag, because I need simple. I know myself well. If it's not simple, it's not probably going to happen. So I thought, I want to do 15-minute ephemera again. Now, this is not going to be a 15-minute video, I can tell you that. But in the future, they will be. So why not be intentional by supporting my friend Carrie, doing Tag Your Turn, also taking a little time to do some reflection and goal setting each month on one tag, and kind of gauging where I am and what I need to adjust in the future. And we'll go up here. It's fine. Everything's fine. And make 15-minute ephemera, tag your turn hashtags, and being intentional, all wrapped up in one. And that is why I am here today with this little simple tag that we're making. Now, you're probably like, really? You had to take that much time to tell me that? Well, yes. So in a moment, I am going to, because it all comes together. I'm telling you, it's Kismet. I have this. All right. One other thing I want to point out to you guys with this little project. This is for me. This is very thin paper. And I did that on purpose because this is already pretty thick. And so I don't want to get this too bulky. And because it's only for me and only I'm going to be using it, I think it will be fine to use this thin paper. And then I can jot my little, did I close that? No, I didn't. My little notes on here. I can write on the back. And what I forgot to get, I had printed out the word be intentional for every month. So I would put it on every single tag. So guess what? You're not going to see that today because it's upstairs. Just to be reminded that is something I need to be doing on the daily. And I'm telling you what, I mean, if I have to look at and think about my goals quite a bit. Oh, hold on a second. I want to show you this. This I found when I was pulling this off. It's called the Leap Year Waltz. So February, it's a leap year this year. So I'm going to pop that in here so I use it next month. That was what I was doing with that. So let me go back to, if you haven't been around for a while, you may not know that prior to my YouTube channel underway, during the pandemic, I created some courses, some paid courses that were online that took me months and months to develop. And it was all around mindfulness, creating, you know, the happiness, that whole neuroscience behind happiness before, you know, things, if you will. And I'm going to pop the video in here. I had Demi create, I had written up kind of my intentions and I hate to say my mission statement, but I guess it kind of is. So I'm going to pop it in here so you can kind of, it can tie things together and hopefully help you understand where I'm coming from as we go into 2024. So here is that. Now, it might have been too fast and you may have missed some of it, but I will tell you what that that trailer or that mission said and that I had used for all of those courses that I created. And it says, just a girl with a brush and a dream, positively changing lives by inspiring and empowering women through a creative movement that fosters mindfulness, happiness, empowerment, confidence, and permission to just be. I just found that video not too long ago. Again, Kismet. So maybe in the last week or so. And I thought, why am I not embracing this? And it encompasses everything that are on my goals for 2024, everything that I have set for goals for 2023. And it says it all. So I have made a commitment that I am going back to the basics. I am being intentional. You know, why recreate the wheel, right? And I think I'm going to adjust that trailer. It had more things in it before, from what you said. And that's just going to be it. I'm just a girl with a brush and a dream. And everything around that is going to be based on my 2024 goals. So I just wanted you to know where my headspace was at. And, you know, that includes building the community on the Makers Market and supporting the Love a Little channel movement and supporting whether, you know, somebody has 1 subscriber or, you know, 10,000 subscribers. It's an opportunity. I don't know why I keep holding this and I'm not doing anything with it. We'll see. It's an opportunity for me to put my money where my mouth is and do what I say I'm going to do. Just pour these out on here, Angela. Come on now. So I'm pretty excited about that. And like I said, this has all just kind of come to fruition in, I would say probably in the last, well, besides this morning, in the last few days. And it leaves me kind of awestruck because, I mean, I could have sat here, which I would, and planned and thought and, you know, had strategized and all of that good stuff for hours. But I didn't have to. Thanks to my friend Trudy. Thanks to my friend Carrie. Thanks to Demi for reminding me about that video. And even thanks to our company, Restoration Harmony, and for having our tagline, Dream, Design, Inspire. Check this out. Now, I did not plan this. This I did a long time ago. This says Dream, Inspire, Create. This can't go any better with my little trailer, with our Dream, Design, Inspire tag. It lends itself to everything that I believe in and stand for, and it just all came together. So I do want to talk about goals for a little bit, but I also want to tell you that sometimes, well, I often say, let go and let God. I'm telling you, sometimes you need to not overthink it. You've heard me say this before, that little bit of analysis paralysis. Let it go. Let it go and see what happens. And I am almost positive that all those things that you questioned or lost sleep over. So I'm thinking that I can put January here. Maybe I'll just write it. I could write it with a pretty pen. Let's just do that. Whoop, I might have a craft-a-lange. Just sit with it. Just kind of lay out maybe some of your goals and then just wait and see where it takes you. Because sometimes it saves you a whole lot of time and a lot less work if you just let go and see what happens. We better test this on something to see, make sure it's not. Here's a scrapbook piece of paper. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. You just put January in here. Who needs a label when you can just handwrite it? Now, I won't be able to talk while I do this, so otherwise we may have. Perfect. And then we'll make it a little bit prettier. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, setting your goals. Now, here's something that I would love your input on. So in talking to my friend, Carrie, it's weird how, and if you don't already know her and don't already follow her, please go over and follow Carrie at the Paper Monkey. She is a wonderful friend, an inspiration to all, and she is a true believer in also supporting others, honoring her subscribers, and she's just a good soul. I mean, that's all there is to it. So we had a little conversation the other day, and I had pretty much, I'll show you, because I did not put my real one up here because it would blow your mind. I put my goals on a piece of paper, and then I create what this is called a mind map, and then I have a goal. Each of these are goals, and these are all tactics, and then by the end of it, it looks like a whole hot mess, but to me, it makes perfect sense. And she had brought up an idea, and I was like, that is so funny that you say that, because when my, during the pandemic, I was doing those courses that I poured my blood, sweat, and tears in. Now, do they exist? Well, the files still exist, but I had other things that I needed to focus on, and it became a little, it was expensive. The place that I housed the content on got to be expensive, and I wasn't promoting it as I wanted it. They were paid, courses that people could come and take, and I did have people do that, but the upkeep on it and such was just not in the cards at the time, and it wasn't really an economical, smart move. So I pulled it down, and I just got right with it, which and I don't care if you have a YouTube channel or, is this going to work? Or what it is. When you pour that much time and effort into a project and then you take it down, it's like, gut-wrenching, right? But I had to get right with it, and I knew it was the right thing to do. So I did. And I have been sitting with it since the pandemic. I think I pulled the content down probably in maybe 2022, maybe? Time flies. I have no idea. I shouldn't even guess. And I wrote it on my goals. Now, I didn't have it in pen because I really wasn't sure if it was something I absolutely wanted to do. But I have verbalized it, to people like Carrie and to Carol and Sandy and a few others about wanting to get back to doing some courses that people would come to because they want to know or learn something specifically that would be different from, my YouTube channel. And lo and behold, she's talking and she brings it up. She has no idea. She has no idea I've been thinking about this. I don't even know if she knew that I had done this in the past. Kismet. It's fate. People come into your life for a reason, and sometimes they are the catalyst for you to get off your butt and actually do something that you were thinking about doing and hadn't yet pulled the trigger. So I have to say, and I've said it before, I am a huge proponent, I always have been, in goal planning. And I love teaching goal planning. And I love every aspect of strategic planning. So I am committed. I'm saying this out loud because I'm going to do it. And thank you, my friend, and all of my friends who have supported me and who believe in me that I can reintroduce some of those courses in a different format, in a different place, and do what I love. More of educating and engaging people and just having fun. So I'm pretty excited about it. However, I will tell you there's some technical things that have to happen in the next, before I can actually execute. So I will be working on some of those kind of, I don't want to call them master classes, but kind of, that will be something that those who want to do some self-improvement, learn a new skill, learn, just have some fun, will be able to do in the future. So pretty excited about it. And the other thing that's pretty Kismet that I think will work well, or kind of lends itself to me kind of getting back on the horse, if you will, is if you haven't been to the Makers Market, you probably don't know. I need a little piece of lace in here. You may not know that in February, I think we landed on, I don't know what the date is on a Saturday, but I think it's the 9th or the 10th of February. I will be hosting our first virtual retreat. It's free. It's nothing that you have to pay for. With Carol from A Crinkled Path. And it kind of lets me get my feet wet again and get back into, the ins and outs of doing virtual courses. Now, the courses that I did before were all pre-recorded. And I'm going to pop this in here. I'm trying to decide where I think I need, yeah. They were pre-recorded and on demand, if you will. So that meant that no matter where you are in the world, you could go to one of my classes, no matter where you were, what you were doing, and you didn't have to wait for me. You could just do it anytime you wanted at your convenience. Okay, I'm just going to, excuse me, leave well enough alone. Okay, I like that. That looks cute. So, all that to be said, what is going to happen is I will be working on that behind the scenes. What I would love from you is your ideas. Like, what are things that you think you would be interested in or others would be interested in? And I'm just going to start a list. I mean, I have some, but they might not be anything that anybody's interested in. So, you know, others might not want to know about goal planning. Others might not want to know about, what color are we going to do? Is black too much? Probably. My technique to making, you know, certain kind of unique journals. You know, they might not want to know that, but you might. So I want to hear from all of you, and I'm going to thank you. Oh, here. I'm going to thank you in advance for helping me to execute on those goals and be intentional and do what I say I'm going to do. So I'm going to thank y'all in advance. And like I said, I wanted to be able to not only tell you about it, I wanted to show you that this is one of those things on my goals. I wanted to bring back, oh, that's purple. I wanted to bring back 15-minute ephemera. And I wanted to be more consistent at doing Tag Your Turn. So every month I will be making one of these, creating some kind of little template. I mean, I don't know that it's anything unique. I'm not planning it. I'm just getting a bunch of stuff together with whatever colors that are in that page, and then we're just going to roll with it. And then it's a chance for me to now have one little piece of paper, one little tag that I can then check in and see how I'm doing with my goals, write some affirmations, there's a pink one. Here we go. I really think I want a skinny one. Here, maybe this one will work. It's gray, but I think maybe we can make it work. Hang on. While supporting the Tag Your Turn movement, while creating, and the future ones will be 15 minutes. I'll do 15-minute ephemera, creating a tag and tagging somebody in it. And the outcome will be that I have something that I can use to track my goal progress of 2024. So how about that? How about that for being intentional? And you know what? I certainly couldn't have done it without the inspiration from Trudy and Carrie and Carol and all of you that, you know, just lift me up. Sarah Lee had a really awesome comment the other day, and it brought me to tears. And it just solidified, you know, everything that I was doing. Like I said, God knows when you need to hear it. And he puts it out there. And it truly is Kismet and very much fate. Okay, now let's please hope that this fits in here, because this is kind of a tight squeeze. I mean, I don't know that whoever did this did not think that there were, maybe you only had a couple coupons that went in it, but do they still do coupons in the newspapers? I don't even know. I like that. So I will print out the label that says be intentional. I'll put it on the back, or maybe on here on the front. And then that way I can see it every single month and put it on a piece of paper, even though I know what my word is. I know that was kind of a roundabout way of talking about my goals for the year. But everybody, you know, Carrie said it best. Like, you do what feels right for you. If it means doing a vision board, do a vision board. If it means writing your goals down on a piece of paper, do that. If it means, you know, doing a tag book, do that. But whatever it is you do, just do something. And don't overthink it. Like, make one goal. Don't have 45. And make that one thing happen. And then move on and do another goal. You can do it. I promise. But again, thank you very much. And if you didn't already catch this, for this month's Tag Your Turn, I am tagging Trudy, and her channel is Trudy Craig. She's phenomenal. She participated in our Deck the Halls 23 swap, and wowza, her stuff was beautiful. So you will want to go and subscribe to her channel, and let's see what she's going to create. So Trudy, thank you for pushing me. Whether you knew you did or not, You make a difference, and I cannot wait to see what you create for your tag, your turn, and who you are going to tag. So until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.